Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we have the Green Beast making an appearance once again on Drallim Desert. We have the green GLA Vanilla for ViViD. With a nice little blue drone there. Straight above his CC so you can see everything that is going on. Which means he's against the USA. With the blue, this is the USA laser. That is MeRRy. So MeRRy changing it up. He's actually going for a forward supply so we can collect on these crates. This is something that Big Size kind of popularized. You would do that and then obviously you have a dozer in position therefore to push a little bit and kill a worker. And also you can collect on the different crates. And you can collect on the different crates there, which should boost your economy a little bit there and boost it a little bit there. So yeah, it should be in quite a decent position. ViViD, as we know, very, very strong GLA player. So how will he deal with this added little bit of advantage that the USA gets with the different crates? I don't think it benefits the GLA quite as much. Maybe it gets a little bit of a benefit from it. Firebase being built at the front. Still got to worry about them buildings, although they probably will lose an engagement to the firebase, even if you put like 2 RPGs. Strangest box I've ever seen in a while. It's a little bit open, but I mean, at least there's a little bit covered. I like the creativity there from MeRRy. So far, a little bit quiet from ViViD. He's got a worker down to the right. Technical entering the base up at the top right. It was a TNT coming in, and that one has failed, but ViViD is coming around the back. It has got something inside of it. Can you remember what I said in a previous replay? If you drag a box and you can't select it, it means it's got something inside of it. So far, I think this has been flawless from MeRRy. As I say that, is he about to lose 1v? Even if he loses 1v, though, I think it's still worth it. He's still in an advantageous position. Of course, that would be better if it was 100% clean and not losing anything, but I think that's a big ask. Yeah, I think stopping a TNT, stopping the aggressive worker, getting your firebase up, and stopping a tech RPG, all for the price of just 1v and no harassment, no buildings lost or anything like that, is a really, really positive start there for MeRRy. ViViD is on a third supply though, building a second arms dealer. MeRRy pushing out with 3 Vs. Does have the tow upgrade now as well. Straight across the map, straight into ViViD's base. There's a couple of RPGs here. Tentacles popped for ViViD. Fun fact about ViViD, I heard he plays Valorant quite a lot. I think probably even maybe more than Zero, or at least the same. Sure, I've heard or seen him playing Valorant, or he's mentioned it at times. He just goes and plays Valorant. So imagine if he just spammed at Zero. He's one of the least active expert players. So ViViD was going for a dozer kill there, but it has been picked up. The other dozer is in this weird box, which the V just almost tried to go inside of as well. And now ViViD is coming across the map with loads of tentacles. I'm wondering how MeRRy is looking in a bit of a weak position here after that flawless start, but it's because he's just messing around with these Vs down in the bottom right. Meanwhile, ViViD is going for the counter-attack straight across the map to the base. I think MeRRy could have done with a firebase there. It would have scared this off. So when he pushed out, build a firebase there. So I think ViViD is pulling this back now. Yeah, MeRRy's lost quite a lot of stuff there, and ViViD's actually ahead in XP. Yeah, maybe a laser tank and a firebase before he moved out with MVs would have been more beneficial. Because he kind of went walking down here, but didn't really achieve so much, I don't think. By the way, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I read some analytics on YouTube that like 48% of you are actually not subscribed to the channel but still watch the video. So if you're not subscribed, want to help the channel out, press subscribe. It does help me out a lot. A little fun fact there for you. 48%. Technical comes in for ViViD. Goes for the TNT on the supply. Gets it as well. I think ViViD's more in control of the game now, and if he starts building a palace anytime soon, and then starts getting buggies and a Jarman out, then we know how that goes for the Vs. Okay, game slowing down a little bit. A couple of laser tanks dotted around just to scare off these technicals. Remember, if the technicals have RPGs inside of it and they come up against just laser tanks, they can just pop the RPGs and deal with that. That's nice TNT there from ViViD. Takes out the firebase. Technical does go down. Palace now going up for ViViD. He decides now is the right time. But now is going to be the hard part for ViViD because he's got search and destroy Vs to deal with. He does have a lot of technicals though. So if you can make a big line like he's doing and then come in on these Vs, can wreck all of these Vs. Is he going to go for it? Looks like he might. Or he's trying to hit the falling tower, or the tower to make it fall rather. It will kill anything underneath it. It does like 99999 damage, I heard. Nice TNT round the back there from ViViD. He is just so good at the distraction. The distraction was making this line of technicals and then came in with the TNT round the back and took out that search and destroy. It makes the engagement so much easier. And I'd say now he's at a huge advantage because the palace is on the way. Strat's being rebuilt, but once the palace and Strat both finish at the same time, he's going to have buggies. I mean, the palace is even more advanced. It's closer to finishing. Nice TNT there from ViViD. That oil is dead since the beginning, I believe. That one's just got TNT'd now. The only oil still alive is the top left one, which MeRRy does have.
Search and destroy.
ViViD will be able to finish this tunnel, killing these rangers. And I feel like MeRRy's just getting picked apart at this stage. He does have search and destroy in it, and a hell of a lot of Vs. But I just feel like ViViD is now in his element. He's running around, killing the Strat, harassing here. He's just got a tunnel up in the left. He's on a palace now. I think everything is going in ViViD's favor. But it's still kind of a scary army, but it all depends on how this big engagement goes. And I'm sure ViViD's going to make sure it's a good one. Laser tank is helping things here because it does make them technicals think twice about attacking in. But the buggies are now here and chipping away already at the Vs. Yeah, ViViD seems pretty hesitant to attack into that laser tank, and there is another laser tank on the way as well. Moving in now with an absolutely massive engagement. Takes out like maybe 2 or 3 Vs, I think 2. But MeRRy is gaining ground. Buggies from a distance. Still trying to get what damage done they can, but so far most of these Vs are actually still alive. One laser tank there does get taken out. This one is really weak. Technicals, a lot of them are dying, to be fair. Hell of a lot of them are dying there. Didn't really do much at all. But the buggies are what counts. And the laser tank goes down. Missile defenders here. No Jarman kill from ViViD just yet. MeRRy now collecting from this right side. Even though he was getting harassed there earlier. So ViViD chipping away at this oil on the top left. But he's also got the buggy ammo upgrade now. And he has his second fake market building. Yeah, MeRRy still has an enormous amount of V's out. Really does. Is he on two? Yeah, he's on double war factory. He's got 2 fire bases building on the left-hand side. A10 comes in on that tunnel. Still a lot of V's pushing, but still think with some correct micro, which I'm sure ViViD is going to have, he can just chip away at this all day long. Here comes the first one. Yep. But it's going to lose maybe a buggy for that. Yeah, one buggy gets laser locked, other one a little bit low. But MeRRy doesn't care. He just keeps coming. He's collecting with loads of schnooks there. He could put some more there, I think. No oils left. Still building up the V numbers. But the thing is, the longer he waits, the more markets ViViD gets, and the more buggies he makes, and the more tunnels he deploys. But also, the more V's he makes, and the more support powers he's going to have. Yeah, Worker just gets shot in the face. ViViD is slowly losing ground, I suppose. It's got a battle bus in the mix here as well. The buggy's raining down some fire on these V's. Battle bus gets picked off, which is interesting. There's Colonel Burton now coming in as well, and these buggies are getting caught a little bit here. Quite a few buggies have gone down. There's only like 6 left, I think. 7. Colonel Burton's here as well. He's going to work on the buggies. That's 2 buggies killed by Colonel Burton. Maybe he could have gone in a little bit more in the center of him and got a few more there, but still picking off 2. We'll definitely take that. The V's actually could go here and start picking off that supply. I think all things considered, MeRRy's actually doing pretty well with the V's. It's all just about survival for ViViD, I think. Just hold as much as you can. Try and be as efficient with them buggies as you can. Getting the bounty money and the XP for the V kills. He has had to mix some quads in now. I think he's scared of that Colonel Burton. He could just get Jarman, I suppose, but there is Pathfinders in there, I guess. So yeah, maybe the quad cannons are needed. I think just 2 is good. No AP rockets for ViViD. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice game. MeRRy's now collecting with more Chinooks on this right side, which is good. The map is very, very slowly drying up. And MeRRy's dropping down his first drop zone, or he's got 3, 4... Is it 4? Yeah, 4 markets. He's building his 5th, which is a fake. Can hear a bomb planted somewhere. It's actually on here. Interesting situation there. Maybe he's planted that on there in case the buggies come, or maybe he wants to detonate it to try and hit the buggies or hit any units. That's kind of cool. I think the tower needs to do like a larger area damage because it doesn't. It's really short. It only kills like up to there. But Colonel Burton here is killing a lot of buggies this time. He is going to sacrifice himself, but he did get a lot. And these V's are relentless, just coming in and in. Pushing ViViD back. You are up against it economy-wise because ViViD for every kill is getting the bounty money, which enables him to replenish these ground forces. And he has the markets to fall back on as well. But that is drying up, though. 5k left. A10 coming in from MeRRy. This is a really strong performance from MeRRy. Yeah, he's staging a bit of a comeback here because I thought he was significantly behind, like, kind of mid-game. And ViViD retook control. But he is doing exceptional, really. That A10 on there could have been devastating for ViViD if he'd have popped and that A10 would have hit. So ViViD deciding to creep forward a little bit on the right side with a tunnel and some RPGs. There is an airfield up for MeRRy now. I think it's a bit of a mistake to go for an airfield. Maybe he's going for bunker busters, actually, because he's got a stealth fighter out. Something you don't see every day. Thought he was going to go for like vanilla Raptors or Comanches. But he's actually gone for a stealth fighter. It shows supreme confidence from MeRRy here, which I think it takes that to beat these kind of players like ViViD. Stealth fighter, what is it doing? It's just come back to land, okay. TNT from ViViD, very nice. And another 2 on the drop zone. That's probably game ending. Probably is. He's just killed the strat and the drop zone. MeRRy's going to try and bunker bust this. And does not get it. ViViD's already popped his stuff out here. Maybe ViViD knew that there was a stealth fighter in the air. It was a good attempt there from MeRRy. But yeah, without search and destroy and without that drop zone, don't know if the game's going to continue for very long now. Because again, ViViD's just replaced all of these. Look at all that bounty money he's getting. It's just an uphill battle because of these markets. And there's even more and more markets coming up. ViViD's going to be level 5 soon. That'll give you 100 XP. Stealth fighter coming in. Hits the battle bus. And what's it done to the battle bus? Nothing. It might have damaged the guys inside, but it hasn't popped them all out. Could have been back in the mix, but these buggies are just doing way too much damage to these Vs. Yeah, they're picking him off. ViViD is such a good model of a GLA player just to watch and try to replicate. Really solid play from ViViD. Only 2 Vs left now, and this guy has nothing. Really, really nice try from MeRRy. You could tell there was like some high-level play going into that second war factory, mixing in loads and loads of Vs, trying to push and overrun. Nice A10, nice bunker busters and stuff like that. But ViViD is just too much of a beast. He's coming around TNT in that strat so many times. So maybe one thing, you could have air units guarding the strat. Maybe that would be more beneficial. Like have a couple of Comanches guarding it, or maybe a stealth fighter guarding it. Or maybe even just a V on guard with a couple of MDs in it, something like that. But overall, it's just a really, really good performance by ViViD. Really, really high-level GLA play. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know your thought in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.